Good morning, everyone. Happy what really feels like the first day of the new year, right? Good morning, Lisa. How are you? Thorpcat, 24 months of subbing. Thank you so much. Coming in hot. I've been working. I got a mess right in front of me, so we'll have to sort that out in a minute. Right until the last minute, chat. Good morning, friends. I keep trying to write on Monday's box on my planner. It has been a weeks of not knowing what day it is. Weeks. Good morning, Major Myth. Good morning, Tess. Good morning, Jason. Inky Love. Man, everyone's here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yesterday was practice for the first day. Yeah, today I feel like I'm ready to get back to work. Like yesterday it was like half day. I've had like 2 weeks full of half days of work, it seems like. Today's full day of work and I'm ready to be like back in the routine, which I think a lot of people are, like, maybe not yet, but like sometimes it's time to just get back to the regular routine. So but yeah, but not knowing what day it was, my wife, we do like the click list for groceries, right? Where you place your order, then go pick it up. Duck of Prey stream giveaway. Let's go. So we were picking up the giveaways, picking up the groceries, and this was like Tuesday. And she's like, "Oh, our window was from like 12 to 1," and she was like, "Well, we can't go till after 12:30 because I bought wine to pick it up." And I'm like, "It's Tuesday. It's not Sunday." And she was like, "Oh my God." She's like, "I'm so tired of not knowing what day it is." It's just super, super normal. All right, Duck of Prey. What are we gonna do here? We get one of these days. We're gonna do a Closet of Doom stream. I don't know, in January or February, sometime this month or next month. We'll do it. We need some restocking of the stuff. Can't even see what's down here in some of these areas. This is pretty wild. Can I ship this? I'm finally looking down into the lower realms of the zone. It's not the weed, it's dust. Let's do this. I'm just seeing if I have something else. I got this crazy notebook. Let's just do this, because this will be kind of intense to ship. All right. So what I get for slam, man, I'm surprised that doesn't happen more often. Wow. Wow. Toby, hey, thank you for protecting. He jumped down and ran over here to protect me. So I don't know that we can even put this on the camera, on the desk cam. So this is the A4 size Life notebook. Since I've been giving away a lot of Life notebooks, I've been hesitant to give this one away because it's hard to ship, and I want to make sure like it's taken care of. So I will put in the effort to make sure this gets shipped appropriately. This seems like a good New Year notebook. Like I said, it's bigger than my head, which is saying a lot. Like, can we hide my whole head? I think so. So I don't know that we can even put it under the camera here. It wouldn't fit on the screen. This is one of those things is like, oh, I have to have this. And then this is one of the few times I'm intimidated starting a notebook. But like a lot of people won't buy this for themselves. So I'll figure out how to ship it. Okay. So let's do this giveaway. And then I'll pick up that. So this is the A4 Life note. It's big. All right, this giveaway is open. Exclamation point waffle. Exclamation point waffle. Anyone can enter. Anyone can win. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. You don't have to live in the United States. I ship worldwide. You must be present to win. You must email me your shipping address so I know where to ship the biggest notebook ever. I did keep, I have a Leuchtturm one that I have kept. I don't know that I'll ever use it. Maybe one day it'll just be in the giveaway bin too. But this is This is big and nice. It's pretty good stuff. All right, let me put this picture back up. I have some prints. I have a really cool print that Kimberly got me from Joey Feldman's art gallery opening. I need to get that put up behind here. Come on, International winner. It's a grid, 5mm grid. It's pretty faint. Yeah, this would cost, like internationally, this would be like 30, probably like 28, 30 something dollars. So yeah, kind of a faint gray grid. Need to journal 36 months of sub and let's go. So yeah, oh, it barely fits. Almost. Take it to your local office supply store that has a giant cutter and cut it down into 2 books. Not the worst idea. It would make 2 nice desk pads, right? That would be top bound. It's not the tip. Oh, there it goes. It fits this way. It fits in landscape mode. So goes well with the spoke lava. It does. This is probably like hurting your screens. It's really orange on this camera. All right, exclamation point waffle. Y'all got about another minute to go. I would feel intimidated by how big it is. I'm gonna let that one go. Chat. I love the Life Pistachio notebooks. That green is one of my favorite like paper shades. You're not letting it go. I got halfway through that. Like I didn't start with that intention, and then I caught it. Like, you know, you could read ahead a little bit and see where this was going. I was like, we'll just own it. We'll just own that one. So this is one of the few notebook sizes that do scare me a little bit. I don't know what I would do. I would have to have like a legitimate like project, like a dedicated project that would pretty much take up the scope of the entire notebook. I really like their cover art too. I don't know. This is like my aesthetic. I really like these. All right, few more seconds left. Exclamation point waffle, get entered. And I'm gonna get all the pens out of the notebook that I just shoved out of the way that I was writing in right before stream. All right, let's close this one up. Thank you again, Duck of Prey, for redeeming your channel points for this lovely notebook. Got in under the wire. Hey, Happy New Year to you, Doc Mackey. All right, let's pick a winner. Digital Medievalist. There's a chance they could use this notebook, I feel. There is a chance. So Digital Medievalist also sent me a really cool patterns email. I'll put that in when I write the newsletter this weekend. I will put that in there. This kind of feels like a Digital Medievalist notebook, if I'm not lying. Actually, was the last thing you won here paper as well? I can't remember. All right, Digital Medievalist, are you present to win? Pretty sure you're present, so we'll give you a second here. I'm gonna pre-write their name. I have faith that they're here. They might just be lurking. We'll do big corgi on this one. We'll do big corgi on this one. Digital Medievalist, are you there? I say she's here, she gets it. I saw her log in. She said something earlier. Boy, how do you spell medievalist? I'm writing it down. I'm actually probably going to send it to her anyway because I feel like this is something she might like. I use my mega size notebook for hard transcribing, cut paste for finished notes projects. Basically, it serves as reference manual for stuff, usually tech setups for different small offices, so I won't have to wonder. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna hold it. Settle down, Major Myth. Major Myth is threatening us all with a good time. Nah, she's here. She's probably doing something. I have faith. This one's done. This one, I'm considering this one done and dusted. I'm even putting on there. Lenny. Home network or office network? That stinks. We've been having digital. Dang it. I didn't know how to spell medievalist. Is it go here? M-E-D? Yeah, shoot. How's that work? Is that better? Is that better? We just need to remind her when she does reappear that she won. All right. We'll consider this one a wrap. Yeah, I had to look how to spell medievalist. 0 for 2 on typos this year. Me or you? I'm surprised I'm only 0 and 2, to be quite honest. Did I swear? I didn't even realize I swore. I usually realize when I swore. I didn't realize it today. That's how you know I'm a swearer and how good I am generally on here, that I didn't even notice it. What did I say? Major lag freezes. It's early. Okay, so now with this, yesterday was an oops as well. Yeah. I don't know. I have a feeling it's going to be required a lot this year, right? There will probably be some words said this year. I need a haircut. Sorry, Chad. I'm very distracted this morning. In not in a bad way. I'm just like, I've been working. Look, Miss G's Crafties. Who won all this stuff? Boo you, stationery teacher. All right, I need to set this stuff out of the way because now I've made a mess. Did you decide that you're going to DC and not SF this year? I have not fully decided what I'm going to do. I have a feeling that's going to be the plan. I'm really holding out to see what Stationery Fest does. Because if they go again, I might try to do DC SF Stationery Fest together. Yeah, the beard is getting grayer because it's long. This is long for my beard, so that's when all the grays come out. 2025 needs to be less chaotic. Were you awake yesterday, or did you sleep through yesterday? We're not off to a good start. What was that? Chada, 23 months of sub in. Let's go. Toby, let's go. We have all the toys in here today. We have. Oh. So I gotta show you Toby's Christmas present. He's gonna get mad. So this was his former favorite toy. This is Pizza. Yeah, here he comes. He's coming over here because I stole him. This is Pizza. So he got Rosé this year to go along with Pizza. I might have showed you all this already. But he's looking at me hold these up. He's only has eyes for Pizza. He's literally he's only looking at Pizza. Which one you want? Pizza or Rosie? Pizza? Rosie. You were trying to sleep through the crazy? Yeah. Squeakers, they do squeak, and he knows how to like pounce on them, but they don't squeak easily, so he has to be aggressive with them. They're really he tears through toys. Those last forever. You should never see someone's pizza. True. Hello, great shirt and chat. Shout out to you, shirt. Shout out, shirt. I don't know. I was wondering where you were going there, Kim. It's a new year. We're all allowed to be a little bit loony bins. I feel like I am to a degree. Yeah, because like hey SD Redneck, I was thinking about my ink pens. I need to look at that today. Thinking about what y'all's journaling plans are for 2025. Thinking about getting back to work, having a full day of work today. Did you do any New Year's resolutions? I don't generally do just like the traditional resolutions. I did talk about a yearly theme. Morning, Tyler. So, yeah, 8 to 8. Yeah, dang is right.
I have to get up early tomorrow.
Yep.
6.
Yeah. Tyler's starts a job tomorrow. We did practice drawing the number 5. Do you need to practice drawing number 5? No, you good? You feel good on your 5s?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good. All right. Have a good day. Oh, my family chat. Was the top of the cabinet too cluttered? It used to be. It used to be. Themesystem.com for your New Year's resolution commentary. So I got to finish up setting up my theme. So I didn't do any resolutions, like specific resolutions, but I do believe in the themes concept that Mike and CGP Grey come up with. That's kind of one of the few things that have clicked with me, where you're trying to have like a concept of a plan. No, you have a basically like a North Star for the year that it may not be like an all-encompassing entire life type of thing, but like a work-related thing or personal-related thing. So mine was called the Year of the Hour, and it came about because a few years ago, I was really good about taking like a personal hour in the middle of my workday to reboot, be creative, kind of like reset my brain to continue to think creatively. And it worked really well. Like I'd meditate, read. I was usually involved meditation and book reading, and then sometimes music listening. Not a lot of writing or drawing. And I think this year it'll still include like the meditation, probably the book reading, and then maybe more writing and drawing. So that has worked for me. Like I'm not a morning pages person. Like I can't do morning pages. That's not my thing. And then I have like my journaling and planning habits. Those are set. Those have been locked in for over 2 years. So I needed this one little creative, like a refresher during the day. It's almost like in the afternoon if you work like traditional hours, like that 2 or 3 o'clock lull. Like, and I would finally get into this lull, and it would just make me mad. Like these afternoon lulls would actually upset me because I couldn't do anything. I didn't feel like doing anything. It's like I've got more work to do, but I don't feel like doing anything. So I found if I took this break from work, and this is like hyper specific to me, right? Like I'm super fortunate to like be able to make this schedule work for me myself. I took this hour, and I'd always start with a meditation, like a 10 or 15-minute meditation, just a breathing meditation, and then read usually, and then get back to work. And it was always better. And the problem, which I explained to Mike yesterday, is when it gets better is when you stop doing it, right? And then you rewind back and fall back into your bad habits. At least that's how I operate. I was like, I've got this now. Look how good I'm doing. Look at all the work I'm doing. Look at how happy I am. I wonder why. Genius. Did I have a 2024 theme? Yes. So my 2024 theme was the year of recording, and I did pretty good on that. The concept was a little bit more specific concept to record all the pens and stationery I used and acquired during the year, and I did that pretty good for like 7 months, and then I fell out of that habit. Once I started traveling in the summer, I lost that habit completely, and I kind of got back into it for a second, and then I was just like, what am I trying to do here? And again, this is something I talked about on the podcast yesterday, so if you haven't heard that yet, go give it a listen. The idea was maybe a little bit flawed in the beginning on trying to reach an answer I was looking for. So, like, take for example, like last January, I listed every day which pens I used, right? I could use one pen a day, I could use 10 pens a day. Maybe not that many, but you get the point. Like, I could use several different things. And I wanted to track what I use the most, and just from like a data perspective. So I was tracking these things, and I think I was just like thinking about the numbers, like how much and how often I used a certain product, and lost track of the fact of why I chose that product so much over the other ones. And I don't know, that was something to kind of think about. So, and themes can change. They don't have to last a whole year. They can be a quarter. They can be different. It's always something to work on. My oldest resolution was to watch the original Beetlejuice. We had to explain the difference between a resolution and a to-do list. That's pretty funny. A. Miller tried a bit of a theme last year, but didn't do a good enough job making it visible everywhere, so I was constantly reminded of it, and kind of fell off. Yeah, absolutely happens. Jackalopes just learned about themes this year. Your theme is the year of completion. Love it. Love it. So I'm trying to define a theme. GPT helped me combine my various resolutions into a theme. Oh, see, that's good. When do you typically write in your notebook and planner? That's a really good question, Tess. So usually in the mornings, but after I've started working, right? Like I will always get in like the workflow. And then I was literally started at like about 9:30. I started writing down some stuff, looking at my planner and stuff. And then I'll kind of revisit in the afternoon. But having this new notebook, having kind of more of a everything notebook, we'll see. I think those habits are going to change a little bit. What are the pros of leaving a few Retro 51s sealed like the pen? If you're ever interested in reselling them, like, you should never really go into it like thinking about reselling. But if you want to keep one like pristine, I don't know. But like they're still available at retail, right? So like you can still get them from me at regular price. There's probably like 70 left or so. So you're a morning writer? Yeah, I definitely do better in the morning. What is the one stationery item you really, really want to obtain this year? If I had to pick one thing, and I haven't focused on it yet to make it a goal this year, because I'm pretty content with like my pens as they are. But if I could add something different and unique, that would be honestly extremely difficult to get the perfect one. Not simply acquiring it, any of it would be impossible, but finding the perfect one would be impossible. Would be a Toma, one of the short barrel Tomas, but with the giant nib. My 2024 theme was health. 2025 probably works so much that 26 has to be health again. Yeah, sustainability, right? Hey, Digital Medievalist, you're there. I wasn't going to say that out loud, but I almost could have guaranteed that's exactly what you were doing. So, Digital Medievalist, congratulations. Email me, hello@penaddict.com when you get a chance. You won the Gigantor notebook. You think you would use it? I think you might use it. I don't know. I have a lot of projects I need to wrap up this year, Jackalopes. Yeah, bad at procrastinating and dropping off. Yeah, I'm very I'm very hilly in my workflow. Like I'm really good at putting the hammer down and getting it done. And then sometimes but when I'm not, it's like zero. Like there's no like steady. My theme this year better be back to the lab because I'm turning down a work promotion because I want back in the lab. Let's go. Get back in the lab. My last year was a year of discovery, finding new genres, authors, artists, etc. That's a wonderful year. That's always something like in the back of my mind. And that's kind of what I use to that hour for, is to do that type of thing, right? Like I have a list of albums that I keep in an app here. And I think it's like in the 80s, right? I don't listen to things as fast as I add them. Yeah, 86 new albums in the list. But I listen to several. I just add more than I listen to, so that's a good place. Mick Pin Enthusiast says, just curious, based on those above your 100. What's the context on that, Mick Pin Enthusiast? What's your wholesale price if I take all of the remaining the pens? I have no idea. No idea. M Inky Love. I usually write the pen and ink I use. Just have it now. Started early on when I was flipping through a scribble notebook and ran across a scribble notebook. I love the color and wanted to ink a pen, but I had no idea which ink it was. I do that too. I've already started, like my new notebook. It's not like a ink tracker or anything, but the entries that I have written what ink. At least at a minimum, I'll write what ink I've used. I don't necessarily care what pen I used, but I will write the ink I used for that exact reason. 2023 2025 theme, not to get triggered by stupid people and politicians. Yeah, that's why I need that hour too, so I can like take a break and like not. I cannot. My yearly theme or word is writing. I love that, Kim. Do you have a good writing habit? Strict writing habits are tough for me. That's why I have to have them kind of open-ended. Yeah, listening to others and following recommendations. So, like, a lot of the content I consume, like, outside of pen stuff, right? That's why I don't necessarily listen to a lot of pen podcasts. I'll listen to them sparingly, but I'll listen to, like, music podcasts or, stuff like that, just trying for discovery purposes. Oh, you have a few retro steel. Oh, I see what you're saying now on top of the box. You have a few retro steel sealed and wondering why you kept them intact and are on display that way. So all of those are ones that I made with Retro 51, and those are all number 001 of each edition I created. So that's my personal collection. But then I have like a second one that I'll open and write with. So like Pink Robots is up there, but then I have one that I write with. So yes, I see what you're asking now. Yep. That's my personal collection because those are the ones that I was involved in, and that's all number 001 of those. Tracking. Procyon 2024 Year of Health. Universe gave me a series of curveballs. Eventually realized it wasn't baseball. Year of Recovery. I like that though. That's good. It's something you want to develop, Kim. That's even awesomer, I think. That's really, really cool. Yeah, I'm tracking you now, McPen Enthusiast. Yeah, those are very specific. I don't collect too many other ones. I have some that are unsealed, but it's just more like I didn't necessarily get around to writing them. I actually have a bin over here that I need to sell of retros. Like I don't really necessarily collect them. Trying for 3 journals, 1 5-year, art thoughts I draw, and Commonwealth for quotes and words from books I read. That kind of sounds like me, but I'm kind of doing it all in one. But you're like super good. When will you do another collaboration with Hey Matthew and Retro 51? When I have a really great idea. My Grail retros Pink Robots or Bump in the Night, both Hey Matthew versions. Would you think the robots one at least would start with 000? Yeah. Year of networking, make some friends IRL, make professional connections. The only way to get a job. Yeah, that's really, really good. I like Mike's description of a goal theme, not to say read 10 novels, but do more reading, giving yourself space. 100%. That actually registered with me a lot. Back in the day when we first started talking about that, is like if you reset kind of how you think about these things, it might click. I'm trying to surrender and recover more. 2024 was a doozy for me. I'm not going to let things I can't control bother me as much. Boy, that is a great challenge, Tiber Swimmer. That's what I think about. I think about that a lot too, because I know how I am personally, and I let things I can't control affect me greatly sometimes. That's something I can always work on. What's up for Spoke 2025? We really want to get this fountain pen design right for just something different, for like a postable magnetic cap fountain pen. It's proven to be very difficult. And then work on the pencil lineup. So that's kind of like the first part of the year stuff. We're several designs deep in the fountain pen. Purple Axle 2025. That sounds like a political campaign. I saw something about treating New Year's resolutions more like a bingo card rather than achieve all the things. Yeah, it's a really good call. I think my theme will be to more open and honest about my feelings, like the number of times a day suicide enters my head. Yeah, like Major Myth, I hope you're like talking to someone about it, right? That's what's helped me in the past. I'm on medication. We've talked about these types of things in the past. There are ways like you can make your days better for sure. And I'm glad you're here sharing with us. Robot should have been numbered in binary. That would have been hilarious. I don't know that we have enough room. I think I want to do another Retro 51 this year. Do one more continuation of the pen concept, and then go from there. I'm not dead set on that yet, though, so I might change my mind. Brad, you can't control how much we adore you, so I hope you can handle that in 2025. Oh, I can control that. Just not in a good way. No, thank you, Slumber Studio. I appreciate that. I'm glad we can just all like come here and chat sometimes, like today. Today's a good day to just kind of see what everyone's up to, plans for the year, stuff in that nature. My theme is community, getting more connected and involved locally in person. I love that one. That's one thing I don't know. On one hand, I'm like really good about that. Like I have an outside of the pin community in the pickleball community, right? So I have good friends in that, but could I do more? Maybe. I think about that all the time. Yeah, recently had a therapist point out you get anxious and depressed trying to constantly anticipate and predict the future. For sure. For sure. Try not to do that. That was my biggest thing in 2024. People's actions beyond your control keeping me up at night, i.e. the goulas. Yeah, I mean, that cost me like a week of sleep. But like, it's also because of who we are as people, Dutch Bill, right? That it impacts us, obviously in different ways. So yeah, like how do you get out of that cycle? Stuff like that. Yeah, be kind to yourself. If you're kind to others, be kind. If you're easily being kind to others, you got to take time to be kind to yourself for sure. It's nice to know I'm not crazy or different because I like pens and stationery. Absolutely. Hey, Lenny's back. What's up, Astro Noir? My theme is being more present for 2025. It's too easy to let things get away from me and not make the time to appreciate what we have in regular moments. I'd say that's probably one of my biggest challenges, if I'm being like super honest, right? Like I get squirreled away in my own little world a lot, and then just kind of like get dismissive. And like, man, there's nothing worse than being like dismissive to someone else's feelings or someone else's thoughts or someone else's presence. And I find myself like with that challenge a lot. So yeah, gotta work on that. For sure. I haven't watched TV for 3 months. That's kind of solid. I watch YouTube, which I can't believe. I didn't think I'd ever be just like a YouTube viewer. But I guess it's because I don't watch a lot of TV. I will be watching Severance. So I don't know if I'm going to have time to like rewatch season 1, but I really should because it was kind of a complex show in a really good way. I've been having a hard time thinking of themes, goals. This chat is definitely helping inspire me and grateful to you all. Yeah, Lilium, you cannot force it. Like that's one thing, you'll never succeed if you force it. So that's how almost all of mine have come up to be, right? I kind of think about it and then get on the sub train. Major Myth with 50 gifted subs. Take care of yourself, please. You're important. Not just to us, but to your family, to everyone. Love you. Thank you, Major Myth, for the 50 gifted subs. Completely out of hand with the gifted subs. I'm going to show y'all. Major Myth also gifted Toby this blanket last year, and it's one of his favorite things. So there you go, Major Myth. If that doesn't put a smile on your face, I don't know what does. So yes, please take care of yourself. Yeah, and thank you for the gifted subs. Our hype train's working today, apparently. So if you got a gifted sub from Major Myth, tell them thank you. I appreciate you. Literally Leaning with the 100 bits cheer. Thank you so much. Let's go. I need some music with that. Check out your emotes. Thank you, Major Myth. My theme is boundaries need to not let the work craziness consume time for my family, friends, and fun. Absolutely, Bob. That's a tough one for sure. I couldn't get into Severance except the opening bit where the guy walks in this hallway to get to the office. Yeah, like I totally get that. That's probably like if you can get through 2 or 3 episodes, you're probably like all the way in, but otherwise you might not even get there, which is totally fair. It's a weird show. My theme is foundation, paying off debt, fixing the house, new wardrobe, improving my social network, etc. That's a good way to put it. Is to that just like those are all like foundational aspects. Like my year of the hour is also designed to help me be better in other areas of my life. Not specifically, I'm not checking a box. Did I take an hour today for myself? I am checking a box that I took care of, like my mental health today, and that allowed me to do the other things. So like my theme is actually like kind of like a base to be better at other stuff, right? It's not did I complete the theme? It's like I did the theme so it makes other things better. So that's a good way to put it. Want to watch more movies in 2025? Yeah. I don't. Have I watched Servant on Apple TV? I haven't. Which one? Which one is Servant? Is that the therapy one? The Harrison Ford therapy one? Hey, Yona Bean. Absolutely. Appreciate you lurking. Hey, Queen of Washi, excuse me. Tokyo Inklings just released a new episode. I did see that. That is in my feed. I have not listened yet. Started a 5-year journal last year. Today was the start of my 2nd year and the first time getting the satisfaction of seeing what I was doing the last year. It's kind of like watching Severance. For your 5-year journal, the 5-year journals don't work until you've put a year into it, which is crazy to think about. Toby's expression says this guy should be in the shipping department catching up on the backlog. That's what we're doing this afternoon. That's why I say today's like a full back to work day. Like I've been working this morning. We'll stream. I'll eat lunch. I'll go ship. Doing like full day. So yes, Toby, the shipping department manager, we're gonna get it done this afternoon. Although he doesn't have to come boss me around today, I think because the kids will be here. So. If I find my password, my Twitch name will be Prince Propaganda. Nice. I have a word of the year, steward. That's a really good good way to think about like, what your guiding principles for the year are. That's a really good word. I like that. One of my goals is listen to 2 new songs a week. Yeah, it was 2 years ago. I did, I made myself only listen to albums like once a day. Like, cause I listen to a lot of songs, but then I had to start mixing in albums and I tracked it. And I haven't done that in a while. I should. That's probably the only way I'm going to get through my backlog of albums. Excuse me. Set a small group of close friends in my community meet once a month and check in person and talk about what's keeping them up via the new changes in our country. That's a great idea. I love that. Last year was all about doing a very hard thing and recovering from it and other trauma. This year, I'm hoping to focus on remaining present and enjoying every day. Heck yeah, Matthew Beck. Sorry. I love that. That's really good. Oh, Shrinking. Shrinking was the show I was thinking about. It had Ron from Harry Potter in it. Then I haven't seen that one, Servant. I'll look at it, though. Started the 3rd year of my 3-year journal yesterday. So I haven't put in my New Year's Day entry yet. Hey, thank you, Mornor, for saying what's up. Just finished a 5-year and started a 10. Did you, Duck of Prey, did you continue the 5 or you started a fresh 10? Brad, a Philadelphian couple is the morning after unspeakable tragedy creates a rift in their marriage and opens the door with mysterious face. Ooh, I could probably get into that. My Spotify Wrapped has been nearly identical 3 years running. This past year was the first sea change in mine. Mine was the same for probably 3 years before that, and this one kind of upended that a little bit this past year, and the next year it's on that same path. Oh, what's in my hype chest? Hype confetti. Let's go. Choo Choo Hype Confetti. I started watching Silo on Apple TV. I heard that was pretty good. Oh, it's an M. Night Shyamalan show. Gotcha. Dun, 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 dun. No, Bod, you can do this. You can do the studying. You got this. One thing I hate about donating blood plates was the Red Cross is the never-ending phone calls or emails to donate again. My dad's an avid donor. He has a lot of. He does that a lot. To get through New Year's Eve, I binged Black Doves in one go. I adore Ben Winshaw. I don't know Black Doves. Same, get composted. We're on the same schedule, so yeah. Oh, see my. I like talking with y'all today. This has been a good conversation, y'all. Keep it up. Oh, my coffee's open and it just went for almost a tumble. Yeah, so I haven't switched back over. Did I do the 31st? I haven't done the 31st or the 1st yet. Okay. So here's last year. I don't read y'all many of these things, but this one's pretty tame. So this is 2023 New Year's Eve. So I haven't done this year's New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve. This is, so if you're thinking about a 5-year journal, like that's all you have to write in a day. So it says New Year's Eve, chill day, made jambalaya in the Instant Pot and it turned out great. Chicken and sausage for the win. New Year's Eve party at Jason and Kazumi's was a blast. Scavenger hunt, karaoke, and too many gin and tonics. Rip. 5-year journal day. This year's journal will be didn't do anything, went to bed at like 10:30, heard fireworks. So yeah, it's real easy. It's shockingly easy. This is Slumberland Studios' fault. I didn't think I could do it. And I did it 2 years now. So, and then once you get to this point, you're like, you're in. You're in. Finish some lines a day, 5, and started at 10. Love it. Love that. I think I'm probably just going to take this Hobonichi to 9 because I have room to fit that on the other sides of the page. I don't use the other side of the page, so that'll be an easy continuation. Cleaned all but 3 pens out yesterday and re-inked on a mission to use every ink we have this year. I love that. Like I've been stuck in this pen rotation for a little bit, like through December. And they're hard to clean because I haven't used them all. Like I went for a couple weeks with barely using any pens, so they still have a lot of usage left in them. And I like them all. It's like I don't want to really do anything. Hey, Exploration. Hope everyone had a safe and happy holiday, fun holiday. Hope you did too. Bob, are you planning to restock a spoke pen too? My spoke pen was sacrificed to the travel gods last month. Yes, it's not imminent. I have a few kind of strays laying around. If you want to email me, hello@penandink.com with a specific color, and I can see what I have. It's a small chance, but I know that's something I at least have some quantity of extras that are unlisted laying around. There's very few things that I have, but there are some spoke pen twos. My hubby reached 75-gallon donor, mostly due to platelet donations over the year. I wonder what my dad is, because he does platelets. Dropped off of Netflix for a while to allow them to get to some new content. I should be better at that with the rotation. We're probably like a little, like two streaming services too many right now. The Hachimanji sure doesn't ship to the U.S. No, I didn't know that, Queen of Washi. That blows. I officially started my 3-year Midori. I'm committed now. Heck yeah. Do you do black eyed peas for New Year's? Sometimes I do. My parents always do. I didn't this year. Yeah, Hoppin' John, all that kind of stuff. We sometimes yes, sometimes no. I'm gonna get an FP friendly 5-year journal as soon as they're available again. Nice. Which one are you thinking about? Is that 5-year journal A5 or A6? So mine is A6. I went smaller on purpose, right? Because like I didn't realize like what the concept truly was until I started looking at it and talking to people and seeing how they use their things. So this is A6, and for example, that's an A5 notebook. So it's small, So this is a Hobonichi 5-year. So it's small, and I got the cover last year for it because I like it. Because it has just like a vinyl cover, which is fine. But yeah, so you really don't have to write much. And then what I'll do is I'll come over here and can do 4 more years here. You kind of have like the last year gapped out. So I will probably use this for 9 years. I don't ever want to be pressured into writing too much. So I do worry about that a little bit, right? Which is why I'll generally start with the smaller ones. If for some reason like it goes like gangbusters, I could switch into like an A5 one. But yeah, I only know a Midori one, so a Midori 5-year. Yeah, those are really really good. What did Mike say? I just crossed 91 gallons. Dang, I need to ask my dad. Okay, got to chat with a new fountain pen friend about their new Hobonichi cousin. They expected some utterly magical experience, and I was actually be a good guide and didn't launch into the whole Sanzen story. Yeah, the cousin should be fine. I think they were pretty good. Anyone have any other good FP friendly 5-years I should consider other than Midori? The Hobonichis are a dice roll right now. I think the Midori is probably better than the Leuchtturm from a paper perspective, even though the Leuchtturm is super, super popular. Yeah, I can't give blood because I pass out like a mofo. My daughter finally got that experience, so I guess that I passed that along to her. All right. Let me see. I need to test my inked pens and see what the situation is here, chat. And figure out what I'm going to do. If I'm going to ink up some more pens. I'm getting the urge to ink up more pens, although I'm about to head to Philadelphia. Forgot that back of the 5-year has a whole year page for like year in review. Fuzzy Turnip, 13 months of subbing. Thank you so much. Let's see. Let me look at this. I've never really looked at this. What are you bringing to Philly? No plans yet, but I'm open. Love the idea about a 5-year, but worried about consistency. Decided to buy a cheap one on Amazon. If I'm consistent this year, I can reward myself with an FP friendly one this year. That's a great idea, Christy. I'm like the last person that I thought would have been good for a 5-year notebook, but I did it. There's very few things where I say if I did it, you can do it too. This is one of them because I should not have been good at this. Like this is very much not my thing. Okay, so they have like a whole annual page here. I've never looked at the back of this. I'm usually just right back into the first day. Remember this. Remember that time. Chat. Gifts, gift list, addresses for 6 people. That's a pretty tight list right there. Who's going on your 6 people of addresses? It's very specific. For 5 years. My lists. We should make some lists. What list could we make? We should make a list. Previously I had a 3-year I was terrible at keeping up with now. Now I'm on to my 2nd year of 5-year. Nice, Sir Cobalt. Colors. Great. This will help me test out my pens too. We're going to do orange. I know this one's been writing because I've been using this. You need the address for 16 section. Gotcha. So yeah, that's important. You needed 16 addresses. That's why you needed the A5. Panatic 100 list. That's true. There's only 80. There's only 80. All right. Title. We're just going to call this colors. Title, colors. Orange. Purple. Pink. blue, green, yellow. Oh man, it's getting tight here, chat. Brown. I think teal. I think teal counts as a color. Ooh, or turquoise, or both. Teal. Gray. That's a good color. I did purple. Purple was number 2. Oh, I see who's saying that now. Periwinkle. Fair. No matching inks for that list using a dip pen. I actually want to use my dip pens more this year. I use my Hobo 100 list for people I tell off this year. Yeah, it's like, what's that notebook? What's the Kill notebook? What's that TV show? Blue Black? Is blue black a real color? Despite my love for it. Pink is not a color. See, I think blue black. Yeah. Death Note, yeah, Death Note. This should be my Death Note list. I don't have anyone on my Death Note chat. Navy. I only have 2 choices left. I gotta be particular. Pink is just light red. Red's overrated. Red's overrated. Brown's on the list. We might have to go red. I'm not even looking. I should look around here. I kind of like gray. Gray's a good choice. Black, yeah, for sure. But then you have to decide if black and white are actually colors by definition. We're going to go gray. I think gray's a solid choice. And then who are we going to disappoint? Who are we going to disappoint, chat? Which lobby are we going to disappoint? I might have to go red. I have yellow. One person was on the list twice. Weirdo colors. I should just say rainbow. We'll do red. Red deserves to be last. Red is in my Death Note. I mean, it's appropriate color. Red is in my Death Note. There are some good reds out there. You have to have red or you can't have orange. Fair. Coral, I am not a big coral fan. Coral and peach are shades that you would think I would love. You can't say pink is just light red and not dunk. Brown is just dark orange. True. I mean, it's all mud. It's all mud. They're all brown if you try hard enough, I feel. All right, good list, chat. Good list. I see the things you learn. I've had this notebook for 2 years and never even looked in the back. How can you live in Georgia and not like peach? I love peaches. Peach as an ink color does not work for me. Peach as a clothing color is probably all right. Or like a color in life, it's probably all right. I don't like it as an ink. Giddy up, Cripstick. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. If that's where you're heading with colors, then black is the only true color. Salmon's right in there. Salmon, peach. What was the other one you said? Coral. You can miss me with all those. They're fine. Peach is an emoji. S tier. Peach is like sepia. Everyone has a different idea of what it is. I don't know. You think? I've seen some ridiculous sepia colors. And Minky Love is really on the bandwagon of me getting out all my inks. Salmon is a shade of pink. Sure, I don't disagree. It is not my preferred shade of pink. Fuchsia is my preferred shade of pink. Black is all colors at 100 saturation. Black is actually the absence of color. Yes. I can't pronounce that word, Mafia Geek. Phthalo green. What is phthalo green? Is that like boogers? It seems like a boogers or like a mucusy type of situation. Would you move to the country and eat a lot of peaches? Yes. Google it. I think you'll like it. You Google it and send me a link. Bob Ross uses it a lot. I don't believe you, Mafia Geek. All right, that's a good list. Remind me if we ever need a list of something. We have space for lists now. Patholo. Okay, then I have to look that up. I'm not familiar with that. There, see, Mafia Geek, you did it. See, now I can just go like this. Boom. All right. Man, there's not a color on here. That was dumb. Thiosalacine green. The joy of painting. Oh, it's just saying it's frequently used there. There's the blue. Who would send me a color link with just a description? Mafia Geek, that's who. Hey, Brad, check out this color. Here's a text description and a molecular formulation of the color. It's January 2nd, and I feel, oh, okay, there it is. You're saved. There's a dust bowl at the bottom. You're moderately saved. All right, that's a good color. Mafia Geek, you're not wrong. That's a pretty solid color. That is a very blue. That's like cobalty. It's funny, but I can make lists all day, but I don't have something structured like that list section. I almost want to be perfect. Oh, 100% Inky Love. For sure. Copper in the middle is key. What, to get the the brightness, like the saturation, or to make it like that really, really cobalty looking blue. This is pretty, you are not wrong about this. This color. I'm in on this color. Now you're going to make me go put it in. All right, let's hopefully this stream stays safe for work. See, those two colors are not the same. This looks good though. So that's a Winsor and Newton shade there. Color Story. Oh, man. This is a great color. See? I learned something today, Mafia Geek. This is a very good color. Now, where's the... I want to see if this really has some character. Winch inks are a good match for... How do you even say that? Phthalo green. Thiocene green. That's a good question. Tariff teal. I don't know what that one is. Tariff teal. Is that diamine, that collection? Phthalo. Yeah, this is a blue that I just go like straight to cobalt in my head. See the link above? Oh, I do see a link. Y'all are like having a link party here. Okay, there you go. Diamine Tariff Teal. Color, a natural history of color. Color palette. Yeah, I read a color book before. Can't think of the name of it. If I think of the name of it, I'll tell you. But it's like a history of color. Tariff Teal is the one I sent you. Did I do a good job? Oh, I got your email. Ain't no one want to clean up trackers, right? What's that color book I got sent? Oh, what's Jet Jocko's real name? when you know people online and you forget their name. Adam. gosh. Shoot. I'm determined now. People have real names, yeah. Adam Rogers. Adam Rogers. Jeez. Haven't talked to him in a while. Secret Lives of Colors, was that the one I got? Full Spectrum. Jeez, Brad. So that one. That's the one I read. He sent it to me. We followed each other online for decades. Do you have a real name? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So he did Science of Booze. I have not read that one. But he sent me this one. It was really good. I really enjoyed this book. This is one with a lot of notes in it that I have. I bet Brad doesn't know my real name. I bet I do. Yeah, I got it. I know it. You know why I know it? Because I get extremely confused when you email me. So it sticks in my head. I was like, oh yeah. It takes me a while to like put it together. That's the only reason I know, is because I get extraordinarily confused when you email me. And I was like, oh yeah. And you would think after years it would be like default, and it still trips me out to this day. I will admit that to you. Like just like a few days ago you emailed me. I was like, yeah. Oh yeah. And I fixed that. I'm not sure if Brad knows my last name. It's a good question. I definitely know the first name. I could probably come up with it. I just picture us sitting at the window talking about notebooks the very first time I met you at the Raleigh Pen Show. God, what's your last name? I'll think of it. He has no idea who I am. True. But see, I can remember specific situations like that, Queen of Washi. All right. Let's see what inks I have inked up. Oh, let's do another giveaway. And then I'm going to check the inking situations here. Yeah, so Queen of Washi is one of those people who I don't know, and who's sitting there writing in like a really like intense notebook. Like a lot going on in the notebook, like thick and chunky and lots of things. And I will like literally walk up to him and was like, that's really cool what you're doing. And then we sat and talked. Yep. Giveaway. Let me have a coffee first. You do remember that? Mm-hmm. I've given Brad multiple names for shipping. Yours actually does confuse me when it comes in sometimes. I'm like, and also what I do know for Procyon Flynn is they always do a weird formatting on their address, so I can't just copy and paste it like a normal person's email. I have to take out all the crap that they add in there. Backspace, enter. So see, I have a little thing about all y'all. Y'all just don't know. Now y'all are ratting me out. So that's Procyon Flynn's thing. They send improperly formatted addresses that cause me extra work. I hope you never win again. That means you're going to win this one probably. Yet Tess never gets a Hippo Noto. Really wants a purple axle. I do that because I often format stripping drops in the returns. Yeah, I'm just playing with you. Did you mention if you were getting more fire on fire or fire? I did not mention it. I will send him an email and see what the minimums are. I don't want to order too much. If I can get like 200 or 300 bottles, I'll do it. So that's on my short list this month of something to do. So if you want to hold hold off for a minute. I have Brad send all my packages to Antarctica first to protect my location. True. All right. What else we got here? All right, chat. So now I'm finding things. Once I remove the gigantic A4 notebook, I now see other things underneath it. It's funny how that happens. Robert Oster raising their prices this year. Are they? I don't know. They went up $1 last, like a couple years ago. I just raised my price this year, $1. But I haven't seen anything if they are or aren't. So, last giveaway was for the giant A4 notebook. Now that I've removed, that was on the top of the stack. Now it has revealed other things underneath the stack. So let's do this. Since it's kind of like a good start of the year, good journaling, good writing time of the year, good notebook time of the year. Let's give away a bad label, ooh la la, a mistake labeled ooh la la. What's up, Hemero? I'm not going to say that whole thing. What is up with you? Welcome. So we have a mistake label ooh la la. That, hands up, was our fault. Specifically Jeff's fault. We had to get the labels remade for these because of they printed exactly what we sent, which meant that there was white on the outside of it. So yeah, that happened. But otherwise, it's a good A5 case. So good. See? So A5 notebook case. Boom. Just throw Jeff under the bus. Yeah. Well, when we could track back down the file and look at the file we uploaded and found the one that Jeff sent, Jeff's like, yeah. How many, or was that a proof? We had a batch, only a few labels. So the way it works is, say we'll order 500 labels. They'll ship the labels directly to the manufacturer. The manufacturer made the prototype, and we got the prototype with the label on it. And we were like, what is this label? This is not what we ordered. But they had labels not on cases yet. So this was like the prototype. And then we're like, oh no, we got to redo labels. So this was just probably, yeah, like a one-on-one situation. So they have a stack of 500 labels we never used, but, or however, I can't remember how many we made. It might have only been 200, 250. So that's probably like $100 worth of labels. Like, not the end of the world, but what it was it screws up the timelines more than anything. Ooh La La lost its label a while back. Still a nice color, and the camera does it injustice. It does. The camera really blends it in with the desk mat. You got to look at it up here as a better representation. Why did you call it ooh la la? Because of my friend Anna, not Reinert, wanted this colorway and called it ooh la la. And I was like, I like this. And she's French. So it just made it extra cool. So it was all Anna Siski's doing. All right. So this was like a pre-order. This was like a special run where we had to we never had it like purely as a stock item, but you could basically like pre-order it. And then we ordered it, however many we made. So like if we did like 125 or 150 pre-orders, we probably did like 200 cases. So, all right, exclamation point waffle, exclamation point waffle. Anyone can enter, anyone can win. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. You don't have to live in the United States. I ship worldwide. You must be present to win, Digital Medievalist. And you must email me your shipping address. to get this incorrectly labeled A5 notebook case. I haven't thought about having a case for my notebook. I probably won't, but I might eventually. I don't want to. The one thing I say that as I'm sitting here with a case on this one, I do for my personal notebooks. I try not to get too precious. But like when I had a Midori softcover notebook, I had their real thin cover on it. Wonder if the bot keeps stats on number of person who wins. I don't think so. So I kind of lean to not have a case for this particular notebook. Favorite A4 covers or cases? That's almost impossible. You got to get like a Lit Lab bag and bag to do something like that, and that's probably like your best thing because you can get an A4 bag and bag. That's actually what that Life notebook. I've taken pictures of that Life notebook in like an A4 Lit Lab bag and bag. Digital Medievalists, they did come back. They did come back. They chatted a couple times in there, told them that they won. Yes, she did. See? Rip. Call yourself a mod. Psh. Psh. My chat didn't update. I don't know if anyone else is having chat problems, but for the last couple of weeks, my chat will just stop chatting. Even though it still goes. I stopped syncing up. I need to start the business again just to make me an A6 seed. Most people need me to start the business again to make note cards, except I can't because that paper doesn't exist anymore. Rip. It's a high bar to hold up to. It is a high bar. Yeah, note cards first, see? Make the paper company. Yeah. Paper's the worst business. So find new paper, damn it. I could. Miss Lucy Farah, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. A4 for something simple. Yeah, A4, you're generally only going to find like a pouch. Everything else is going to be like custom made if you want like a legit cover. Yeah, I just haven't had the time to spend on, or honestly, the desire, because paper is so difficult to deal with in many ways. I only buy pens and notebooks so I can use my knot cases. Fact. I mean, that's just life. I feel like that's like a life situation. Yeah, I'm in on that. All right, y'all got about 30 seconds left. I make my own out of grocery bags. I can take that a lot of different ways. I'm not sure how I feel about that. You can get pricey A5 leather, simulated leather. Yeah, but I imagine like A4 would be just like really expensive. All right. Probably order a rickshaw Fillmore since you refuse to give in to the peer pressure of starting Knock again. If I did, I would never make the Fillmore because that's not in my philosophy. That doesn't mean it's no reflection on the case itself. I think a lot of people will like it. But that is, I don't like the Fillmore because it's too much stacked on top of each other. I do like that it opens like this, though. I've always wanted to just do like a regular pen case like this in nylon. Isn't an A4 case just one of those conference folders? You're not wrong. Yeah, an A4 case is a tote bag. I want an A6 case that opens like the seed. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, there's just not a huge market for that. All right, let's pick a winner. Duck of Prey. You giveth the giveaway earlier, and you receiveth the giveaway now. Bots feeling themselves, chat. It's 2025. The bot is feeling themselves. Wow. Let's go, bot. Let's go, bot. Rigged. Duck of Prey, it's you. It's you. All right, email me, hello@penanac.com, and I will ship this out. If actually digital medievalist and you, if you email me soon, I will ship this today, allegedly. But that's my plan this afternoon. Congratulations. Cargo Stationery. Yeah, look, it's got buttholes on it too. It's the best. It's very important, Miss Lucy Fair. That's your corgi stamps. Some of them have a little extra on there. Sometimes we have to ask, do you want with or without? And you just never know. You just never know. Bump, 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 bump. Who decided we need buttholes on our stationery? Probably the Queen of Washi. I mean, hello. I mean, it's right there in your name. I wouldn't put it past you. All right. So, this isn't Techo Kaiji or anything, but real quick. On the notebook front, the other reason I'm going into this notebook is I'm trying to like consolidate some things. So we're still rocking these. So 5-year journal, and plotter A5. 5-year journaling, done. Plotting, planning, done. Like these are easy. The notebook I got rid of the field notes. Because the things that go in the field notes can now go in here. But the one random notebook I'm keeping, yay, buttholes. So I want a brass town in white and rainbow stitching and rainbow color on the side and call it unicorn. When it gets dirty, I'll call it the dirty unicorn. That's not a bad idea. We really like making things in white, but we would only do it like as one-offs. Because like straight filth, like insta filth, like before we even ship it kind of filth. Even though you can clean it. So the only other notebook I'm keeping is this scribble notebook to where I can just I like to test pens before I write, right? And I can throw like some of this stuff, maybe I'll do like some ink tests in the life notebook, something like that, but I really just like to scribble in here. So, and you can see like I'll just take, like I use this for the picture I took the other day for the members December. This is not cotton. This is regular MD. So I am keeping this notebook. So I kind of have 4 active notebooks right now, but this one is just like a mess. So I could do currently inked in here, and I might. But right now, I just want to test and see that these pens are still writing because I've really only been using a couple of these pens recently. I know this one writes because I was using it this morning. This one's been really consistent. This is the Muji Preppy with the pigmented Pilot Blue Black in it. I keep forgetting how to say it or spell it. Something like this. So this one's good to go. These I did not order one of the Bunga Box surprise bags. I like surprise bags though. So, are all the cotton notebooks still all the weird F sizes? No, they make them in A6, A5, square, which is not one of the F sizes. So they have a couple of standard edition ones. So we still have this one. This one's good to go. The platinums always have the slip and seal mechanism on the inside. So this thing will last until forever. I know this one writes because I've been using this one as well. My Kaweco Sport fell behind a piece of furniture in October, retrieved it yesterday, and it wrote right away. Heck yeah, that's awesome. So this is the Edison Beaumont Stealth with the Moramon Athena Sepia. This is really dark. I was thinking it would get lighter the more I wrote with it, and it generally stays dark. Like my swab was pretty light, but the ink stays pretty dark, which means I would probably just stick with Teranishi Guitar Antique Black. This is really close to Teranishi Guitar Antique Black. Does anyone have a plotter contact? April's probably in this chat. Let's summon April. Is it possible? So I know this one writes because I've been using this one. So this is Pelican Edelstein Mandarin. Am I confused, chat? Is Mandarin a regular product lineup ink or was it a special ink? I think it's regular, right? Pelican Edelstein Mandarin. Is it regular or like special edition? I want to say regular. Like Topaz and some of the other ones. I've been eyeing that pen for so long, so pretty. Well, then I won't tell you that it was my pen of the year for 2024. I'm not going to mention that. That's how little I think of it. Regular. Okay. I was thinking it was regular. Does anyone have any leads on where to start looking for masculine, classic-looking crossbody satchels? Tom Ben is where I would start. Another Beaumont. This has Chushu, Sailor Chushu. This is another dark ink, but unlike Sepia, which leans brown, this one leans purpley gray. I have not been using this one that much, but it's writing right out the gate, so that's great. Wow, and this is the difference between a Yovo EF and a Yovo F. I really like this pairing though. This ink really works good. Yeah, Rickshaw too. or you could just go straight for the nutsack, which is not a joke. But yeah, I use the or do I use the bonsai? I have the bonsai bag, right? Is that the one I have? So, whoops. That's cool. 2 Beaumonts inked up. So this platinum. So this is what I was using my plotter this week. So I know this is writing, but it's funny. I hadn't used it for a couple weeks, and this seals so well with the platinum's slip and seal mechanism, which is kind of like this clear like little seal right here. Bonsai bag, yeah. It has like humidity on the tip, if you can see that. I don't know if it's just like temperature changes in the house or something. This pen, yeah, this is the Chartreuse Blue. They finally did a UEF in a barrel that wasn't black and a trim that wasn't gold, which is why I finally bought it. Took them a while. And this has platinum carbon black in it. And I'm even writing large with it. I just love this pen. The wet nib. I did email the wet pen back to come on the podcast. UF is my favorite platinum nib. I think me too. I like all their stock nibs. I don't love the soft versions. I'd rather just have a fine than a soft fine or a soft medium. I'd rather just have a medium. We have our Stanford Pincoat Dragon. This is like a bigger Beaumont, which is why I like it so much. Like if you look at the shape, you love soft fine. I can't quite. I think it's just my style of writing. It doesn't quite work for me. So you can see why I like this pen so much. It's just a bigger version of the Beaumont. So like literally no surprise that I like this, aside from a badass dragon painted on it. I wonder if they're doing any snake pens. You're a flexor though? Yeah, I've heard that about you. Okay, so I haven't used this one in a couple days, so it's a little bit. So dye put on an extra fine grind on this fine. Yep. Got him. I think next week I'm gonna look at seeing what pens I might want to take to Philadelphia and maybe ink up a couple more pens. I haven't given it much thought. Like Namiki Winter Vlad mentioned it earlier. I haven't given it much thought yet. So yeah, I need to be writing with this one because this green is really, really dark right now. And normally this is a much brighter green. So, God, this feels so good. Love this pen. And then finally, I am not using this enough. I need to focus on this pen in the next couple of weeks. So this is my custom Scribo, like that I had made essentially just for me. It's got a freaking comet in it, and it's got Fire on Fire in it, and I have not touched this in weeks. Yeah, there we go. So we finally got them, chat. Finally got them. This is more like what I was expecting. This dark ink here, and then this one. I wonder if we can just like piston it down a little bit. So this pen is now priority. This pen has now become priority. So let's see if we can. Oh, it's right there, chat. It's right there. We should be inking. So this is why I will test out pens in this notebook before I start writing with them, because there's nothing more when I'm ready to write and then I can't get the pen flowing, which is like if you're a fountain pen user, that's unfortunately the norm. But once it gets going, we're good to go here. So this has Fire on Fire in it. Duh. This pen is so nice. All right, so that needs to move into the primary spot. That is all the pens I have inked up. So next week, I already know one pen I'm thinking about inking up. You're willing to take the Scribo off your hands? Definitely not. Definitely not. This is a true one of one type of situation. The only thing I'm trying to figure out is if I can get like a good teal to go with it. Might be another choice the next time. I think it's almost like screaming for Fire on Fire with that on there. You'll settle for your Namiki. We have to do a giveaway for that for you to win. Like, so it's gonna be hard to not ink this with Fire on Fire, but like the teal, yeah, like that teal color we were looking at earlier, Tariff teal, yeah. So I'm sure I have plenty of these colors on the shelf, but I think that's about the only other color I'd think about. Although the yellow, I like the Daiko Kuten from Pilot. That might be a good choice, but it's hard to beat Fire on Fire for this one. So, one pen I've been missing using is my Newton Prospector, which I need to get that back out. So I probably need to clean a couple of these pens, but I need to keep using some more. Like, this is it, Chad. That's all we got inked up right now. I feel pretty good. But I've been kind of jonesing for my Newton Prospector and then see what else I haven't inked. I have to find things I haven't inked up in a while to kind of go through it. Okay. So yeah, and also, I really don't have a good variety of colors here, honestly. I need some more like bright. I'm gonna get like a bright blue in there, and the Prospector's blue, so maybe a bright blue for the Newton is good. And I don't have a pink, bright blue, pink, purple. Those are all colors that I love. So yeah, we'll do that next week. I'll probably choose something to clean this weekend, and then figure out next weekend or next week what we can ink up. All right, I think let's do one more giveaway and let's see what else you want to talk about. Look at Mike's twist from yesterday afternoon, see what he has inked up. I know. So he came over and chatted with me, rated, and he said he had like 84 inked up and couldn't get through everything. And it was just like, I'm not intimidated by like having that many inked up, but all I would be thinking about is cleaning the whole time. Like I couldn't do it. I could do it, but I would just be thinking about cleaning the whole time. So, Roaring Klingner Blue-Eyed Mary. I have never seen that one. Mini pressure wash. Yeah, we just go through it. Rewizzle's cleaning box problem for later. All the Mikes in my life believe that. Mike Hurley, Mike Madison. I have a nib question for chat, actually. Has anyone ever put a UEF grind on a steel nib Kaweco? How did it turn out? That is one I have not done. I've put UEFs on Yovo 6s plenty of times. I'm trying to think if I've done any smaller. I've put one on a Lamy Safari. That's probably the smallest nib. Check out your latest video. There's a timestamp. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I've never put a needlepoint on a Kaweco. I'm actually thinking about that, and it's actually a pretty good idea. Just got my bottle of Blue-Eyed Mary from Kimberly. Got it swatch. Is this a new ink? Get one of those rickshaw rolls with the cards to list pen ink. Use that for my ink pens. To limit yourself. Yeah, LOL is right. Grinding a Kaweco to needlepoint might take hours and hours. 2024 Ellie. Okay, I was wondering why I haven't heard of it, but it was all last year. And I still hadn't heard of it. Wait, not Blue Mare, right? I have Blue Mare. But that's an old ink. Any ever whatever put a Yovo 5 and a 3776? Oof. I've ground a Kaweco to a 0.15. It worked out fine. Curidas EF is quite fine. Yeah. I'm with you on the Curidas. Like, I'm not going to praise it to like the ends of the earth, but I like that pen. It does have some problems though. All right, let's see. Yeah. I need a reboot in here, chat. One day I'm going to give away all these vintage cross pens I have. There's like 4 of them in here. I don't feel like doing it today. That might be like an April Fool's giveaway. Sorry, I'm digging around. Mostly because I don't know what's in here. Ooh, that's a good pencil. All right, we'll do a stationery sampler again. This time without a notebook, but with ink cards. I got a bunch of random stuff. You love cross pens? Send them to you? Really? There's literally like 4 in here that someone sent me. Like if you want them, you can have them. I don't know that they work, but they're kind of cool. Some of them are kind of cool. Yeah, Sailor EFs. Okay, really? Done. Sailor EFs are kind of not my favorite because they are really fine. Like the Pilot Vanishing Point extra fine. You gotta be they're a little bit sketchy. In a good way, like I'm not in a bad way. Sorry, one sec. Man, these people that keep spam texting me that this is the last time they're going to text me, that's a lie. They still text me. They just lie. Why do those people lie? I have a vintage Sailor EF that I love, which is wild. I think the vintage Sailor EFs have a little bit more tipping, and I could just be delusional about that, but I feel like those vintage Sailor EFs have a little bit more tipping than the modern ones. But then I say that, and the UEF doesn't have much, and I like it. I like it better than Sailor's EFs, the Platinum UEF. All right. Why does... because there's no Namikis in the Icebox of Happiness. So it's in the box of unhappiness for you, Namiki Winter Vlad. I have more addresses and phone numbers in my block than in my books. That's probably true. Okay, let's do this. This is like, if you were here yesterday, we gave away like a bunch of random pins. And there's some... This is the one that made me do it, chat. And then I just grabbed some other stuff here. So this is Slumberland Studios' favorite pencil, mechanical pencil. This was number 1 on Slumberland Studios' favorite mechanical pencils list. Pretty sure. I gotta get Carol riled up. This is one of my favorite ones. The Tombow Monograph Shaker. It's like a $6 pencil, and it's just great. It has like a really thick plastic barrel. I love the Mono logo. That mouse is crazy. You very much disagree? I know. I definitely know. You can see the shaker mechanism. Ooh, this one's 0.3. I didn't even realize that. Nasty. All right, so then we're going to have that. And we're going to have the Zebra Sarasa 3C, which I've given away a couple of these before. So this is the gel black, red, blue 0.5 gel multi-pen. I love this barrel color. It's really neat. And then we have, is this a sign pen? Is this an official sign pen? Oh, no, it's the Pentel Rolling Writer. So this is the one with the little brown tips on there. Yep. So this is the OG Pentel Rolling Writer, but in purple. So this has probably like a 1.0 millimeter rollerball ink line. Really nice. Almost like a marker, but with a firmer tip. This is just a fun pen. Then we have our pen scissors, or our scissor pens, whichever we want to call it. How does this come out? How does this work? Do the thing. There it is. So these go in your, that Pentel in blue is the pen my grandma always carried in the 80s, 100% external. That is a very 80s pen. So this is designed to fit like in your pen cases, right? So then you just open it up and then it goes. And they're actually a pretty decent blade. These might even be like Kikuyo. Who makes these? It's not on the barrel. I can't remember who makes these. The Pentel is called the, is it just the roller? Rolling Writer. Rolling Writer. So this is like, I think they came out in the 70s originally. And then they were kind of unchanged like through the 70s and 80s. And they just went away. They just made better pens. And now they kind of brought them back and are doing different colors. Like Nick Turner was saying, they used to make them in like black, blue, and red. I don't even think at the time there was like even a green one. Although I kind of remember there might have been a brown. But yeah, now they make them in all like orange and yellow and purple and stuff. Last thing, instead of a notebook, we'll do ink drop color swatch cards. It's easy for me to say. Wearing wool, ink drop color swatch cards. So I like these to play around with inks, and you put your ink on there, and it does a little. It dries on the raindrop. What's the print process called that I can't think of? Where it like rejects the ink around it and then colors in the artwork. So, resist, mask, one of those. So one person will win all these. Okay, it's like we did yesterday with that random kit. So this is Stationery sampler. All right, exclamation point waffle. Exclamation point waffle. One person will win all this. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. You don't have to live in the United States. I ship worldwide. You must be present to win. You must email me your shipping address. And you must like stationery. Good times, good times. Dun, 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 dun. You must like shaker things. Yes. Slumberland Studios need not apply. If you like things that I say are good, you should enter. If you like things that Slumberland Studio says are good, you should not enter. Confession, you don't like stationery. You love stationery. True. Bottle of Zen. Giddy up. Thanks for being here. Hey, we're giving away. One person's going to win all these pens, pencils, and cards. So just type exclamation point waffle if you're just joining us. Anyone can enter. Anyone can win. Even if you live in Belgium. I'll send you your Belgium things. Do you like to be stationary with your stationery? Yes. I can't like be on the treadmill with stationery. Who would want to live in Belgium? They have pretty good beer, I hear. And waffles, see? That's probably why I was thinking of it. It's the first country I could come up with, but I think it's probably because we were waffling. I think the monks that make the good beer want to live there. I'd like to drink it. All right, I got about a minute left. Oh, I did bring in my my washi tape holder because I was needing it for my new notebook. So this is the one I haven't been keeping on here. I saw a video of Waffle House kitchen. I mean, when you walk in, everyone sees the kitchen. So I had to redo. Do y'all keep your washi tapes like on here? Because like if I want to change one in the middle, I got to unhook them all. And I was using this one this morning. Always wanted one of these. But I want to switch them too much. I need one that holds like 50. Is there one that holds 50? Miss G's probably has one. Oh, there you go, Miss G's. You need a washi necklace? Exactly. I have a special storage method for washi. Shachi Chada have produced a stamp kit to make your own ink swatching masking card things. Get out of town. That sounds terrible. This sounds like something I really don't want. Like it would just be a catastrophe. My washi storage is a giant candy jar. I switched it all out of this box. I mean, you could get in real trouble with this. I would just make a mess. That's kind of fun though. Okay. Now that's smart. See? They're putting it on stamps. I get it. I stand corrected. But you could roll your own. All right, that's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. You have the longer version of the holder? Yeah, I chickened out. That's cool. That's cool. I get it. I get it now. All right, this giveaway is closing in 3, 2, 1. All right, let's pick a winner. Justin the Great, 42. Justin the Great. Have you ever actually won here on chat? Justin the Great, you win all of this stationery. Not all of my washi tape. Well, it's not all of my washi tape. Justin the Great, you win all of this. Where am I? Wow, you've never won? Sweet. First time winner in 2025. Finally got him. Finally got one, chat. No more 0 wins club for you. So Justin the Great, what you're going to do is email me your shipping address at hello@pinac.com. Hello@pinac.com. Email me your mailing address. If you do it soon, I will probably ship this today. That's alleged. I'm pretty sure I will, though. Justin the Great. Hey, and congratulations on having a prime number at the end of your name. That's really excellent. Kind of want to work on my handwriting this year, chat. What do you think? Little Leppy, will you ship my first spoke order today? Yes. You have an order in? I love it. Thank you so much. Yeah, you will see that for a fact. It's the rest of this stuff. So my keyboard on my 42 is not prime. You're not trying hard enough, Italene. Seriously. I still have a emote that I've never uploaded that says 42 prime on it that I made Eric make. That's a command that didn't make it over. We need to do that one. I gotta find that emote and upload it because I think I have some emote slots and one of them is 42 prime. So the story I'll tell you the story for those who don't know. Sometimes, chat, I lose my mind on the podcast and lose my train of thought to the shock of everyone, right? Wow, I'm really taping these up. And I don't even remember the topic we were talking about, but numbers and the numbering were coming up. And I called 42 a prime number. And didn't catch it like immediately, like not thinking. And then that just set off. That was my downfall. So now I'm just owning it and just saying 42 is a prime number. I don't know what I I don't know what the main discussion was. And there's me. It was a real typical Brad move. So I gotta get the emote done. All right, we're gonna wrap it there, chat. Yes, it is the answer to life, the universe, and everything. All right, so what do we got here? We're gonna wrap it up. Anyone streaming today? We got Kiri, we got Lily Bean. Anyone new we should check out this year, chat? Proud product of the U.S. educational system. Sheesh. I am smart. I just sometimes can't think on my feet. Mike's getting ready to start. Moko Maids, Siblings that Share Art. I thought I followed them. I haven't done a good job at finding new streamers to follow. So if y'all have suggestions, let me know. Let me know. Sing to us for 9 minutes. So I don't have a good voice. So it would be more like screaming to you. Oh man, someone's making rugs. That's cool. I want to get a rug made. Someone who works for my sister makes rugs on the side. And they look amazing. I want to get a rug made. Should I get a rug made? Ink your light blue ink for 9 minutes. ASMR writing. Texting. Yeah, maybe we can hang out for a few minutes. Should I get a rug made? I keep thinking about that. A rug of your pickleball picture. Oh my god. Like a toupee or a floor rug. Probably toupee and floor rug at the same time. Who's the streamer you went to a few weeks ago with Star Wars Lego? That was Nox, I believe, and they are not streaming. I follow them. They were making a cat Lego the last time I went and watched them. Ba-ba-na-na. Sorry. Oh man, a Moko made. One of their things is Shart. I think we should go raid them. Let's go raid Moko made. Hey, Patricia girl. Appreciate you being here. I'm just wrapping up today. But we talk about stationery. If you like pens and paper and ink and all that stuff, you have found the right place. Drop me a follow. We'll be back next week. We stream Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. Appreciate the follow. I appreciate that. We just wrapping it up. About to raid somebody here, and but we'll be back, and I'd love to see you. All right, let's go see Moko Made. All right, chat. Y'all have a great day. I'll be shipping your stuff. Major Myth with the gifted sub to Patricia Girl right under the gun here. So let's go on a raid. Thank you so much. We'll be back next week, but I'll be around. Until then, bye.